What is important is to spread confusion, not eliminate it. As Salvador Dali said, or was it Stephen Moffat? Anyway.
Hello everyone, hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Now, I know it's been a little while since I've done anything like this. In fact, I think it's been over a month. So if you're not familiar with Charlestial Games, then you've got a bit of a treat in store, I guess. So this is where I will get loads of Doctor Who fans together and I will pit them against each other to see how good their Doctor Who knowledge is. Usually my Type 40 sister Sarah is with me to do these and help me along and keep me in check and give us loads of laughs, but unfortunately she couldn't make it this time. But I have got a great group of people that I'm really excited to play these games with me. Now, one thing with these games is that it does kind of descend into chaos. And I want you to be here for it. So what I would love for you to do is to grab yourself a drink, get some snacks, whatever those drinks or snacks may be. There is never any judgment here. Then come back and, well, you can see for yourself how it gets. But what I would love for you to do is to play along, answer the questions yourself. I always make sure there's a chat function on here. So even if you do miss that, then make sure you pop your answers down in the comments. It's always good to know just how good your Doctor Who knowledge is as well. Now, as I mentioned before, Sarah cannot be in these games, but I am delighted that I have got another, I don't want to call him an assistant companion. No, in fact, I will call it a companion. I have got a companion, a substitute companion that I'm very, very happy about. So to start us off and get us kick-started with Charlestial Games, I thought I'd bring back Stephen Noonan. Let's do it. What the bloody hell's going on there?
Hello. I had no idea you were going to drop in on me like this. I've just got hold of this. This is the latest edition of the Radio Times. Well, it's actually a special they brought out to celebrate 10 years of what is in 1973 this year the longest running science fiction television program in the world.
Oh, show us more. Show us more. Go on. Seeing as you've gone big.
It only goes up to a story that hasn't actually come out yet on the television called Planet of the Spiders. I'm really looking forward to seeing the 11th season of Doctor Who. There's the new companion. I think she looks rather attractive, and I think that might be a monster at the top of the stairs. I can't get him on the. There he is. He looks very fearsome, doesn't he? But it's lovely to see you, Jenny. Oh, it's all me on the screen now.
It is. I know. It's okay. I'm back.
Didn't we get married in Gretna Green? I read it on Twitter, and then there was this tweet. Is it called in the 21st
that's
century?
Right. I believe
we got married in the Gretna Green, and then it suddenly disappeared, and it was the most incandescently glamorous idea.
I thought I can't let everyone know. People will talk, and then what do I do? But it was a lovely dream, Stephen. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
People do talk. Well, it's a sincere sensation to be here, but I shall just try and be friendly and participate in the quiz. And I know nothing about the subject matter, so I know I'm not going to do rubbish. But I just thought I'd turn up, because it's the taking part, isn't it?
It's the taking part that counts. As you know, seeing as you demanded a rematch and then subsequently won.
I think you demanded. I turn up for a return visit, but however it worked, we're here and we're doing it again. So yeah,
you're doing it again.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you're all ready, let's meet the other contestants.
Well, seeing as you are our returning guests, everyone else who is about to arrive has been here for the first time, and I think already they are. I think they've got maybe an inkling in what's in store. I am about to welcome another person actually that has been on the stream with me before. He has done podcasts with me before, but I think this one might be a little bit different. It is the Nerd Den himself. Hello, Jack. How are you doing? All good?
Oh, I'm excited. I'm very happy to be here, Char, as always. I'm ready to crack on, test my Doctor Who knowledge, and to show everyone that I'm the ultimate Whovian.
Yeah.
Oh, bold claim, Jack. But I'm here for it. Well, the thing is, I do recall watching a particular panel with you where we had a few questions, and let's see if you can redeem yourself, because there is another Jack that I'm about to welcome here, who I believe might have beaten you a tiny bit, but we will say no more about it, will we, Jack?
It's true. He is a fake fan. He's not the ultimate Whovian at all.
Oh, fighting talk already. I'm loving it. This is way
I've still
more
got the golden David
chaotic than
Tennant from
last
the one
time.
before.
That's a remarkable collection you've got behind you there, Jack. How
Well, I
much
thought you meant of Jack's.
but Jack Alexander's display. How much of the whole collection have you got behind you there on display?
Well, it's there's a lot which is still left in my parents' garage from before I moved out when I was 18, so a good 15 years ago.
Can't be that long, surely. Good lord.
But it's
Any particular
it builds and builds.
Favorites you've got there, Jack, lying around that you treasure, of course, but
I mean, obviously, I'm a massive fan of one of my favorite Big Finish sets of the past few years. So, being the first Doctor Adventures.
I've not heard that range yet.
It's very good.
Is it? I might check it out one of these days. It sounds interesting.
I would. I'm not sure about that guy that got in to play Hartnell, but he seems to have good chemistry.
I've heard he sounds nothing like him, but let's see. The jury's out. The jury's out.
We've got one Doctor. We may as well bring in another. And I'm absolutely delighted to bring him on. We have also played one of these games before, albeit in a different setting, but it is the man himself, Chris Walker-Thompson. Hello, how are you? I didn't catch you unawares, did I?
No. Fine. Just opened another one.
What is that? What's that you're drinking, Chris?
Madri or whatever it
Madri.
is.
Mother, I think. Is it?
No idea.
That's what it means. Yes. And is it what proof is it? Is it quite strong?
All that matters.
Fire to it yet.
What is everybody else drinking? I've got a bottle of Chablis here actually that I got for the occasion because I thought the white wine, the white wine to Beck's.
It's on the Beck's. Love
I thought the white
wine
was more you because I think don't you drink Pinot Grigio? Isn't that right?
Oh my God, can you stop calling me out on stuff? Yes, I do drink Pinot Grigio.
I didn't say Liebfrau. I could have said Liebfrau milk, couldn't I? That would have been embarrassing.
Liebfrau milk.
Yeah,
that's a new one altogether, isn't it? Really?
Check that one out. Was it Del Boy said, "I'm always impressed by a girl that knows the difference between Liebfrau milk and a can of Tizer." And I think that sort of describes you to a T, Sharp.
Thank you very much. I think that is the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Last but certainly not least, I'm very, very excited because this gentleman did decide at the last minute, and I mean about 2 hours before we were due to even do this, that he would very, very kindly come on and play games with us. I do believe he's gone in blind, but I'm very, very excited to welcome Mr. TARDIS. Will, hello. Are you ready for some chaos, Will?
I'm great. Looking forward to this. Yeah, I don't quite know what to expect. While we're talking about what we're drinking, yes, I'm on the Irish coffee. So
lovely.
There's nothing I like more than an Irish coffee at the end of a meal. Bloody hell, I'm not one of those.
But you're all talking about your cool, fancy collections. Mine kind of pale in comparison. I've got a DVD of the Twin Dilemma. I've got the latest Doctor Who magazine. And I've got an 8mm film canister that was called Marco Polo, but I didn't know what it meant, so I just sold it to the raffle.
Oh my God! Are you sure you're not Ian Levine with a beard?
That is the strangest insult that's ever been thrown my way, Stephen.
No, but the funny thing was, do you remember a couple of months ago there was that Jeremy Vine thing where they misinterpreted your tweet or whatever, and they thought that you were sort of anti the new series.
Yeah.
What was it? Can you remind us what it was? It was very funny.
It was the Isaac Newton casting from Wild Blue.
Right.
And they threw online tweets defending the casting as an example of fans hating the casting. I don't know. Yeah. So I am taking Jeremy Vine to the boxing ring, not to court. I can't afford it. He has not responded, and neither has his legal team.
Because because Mr. TARDIS was sort of held up as right wing sort of anti New Who fan of all time, weren't you? It was an extraordinary piece of irony.
The mask slit, Will, finally.
I didn't realize that it was bound to happen eventually. You either die a hero or live long enough to see it.
The secret's out now. Anyway, so we'll give us back Marco Polo at least.
There's a lovely welcome for you. No, you've been insulted. You've been called out. What else is there to do, I guess, apart from play the Charlestial Games, hopefully?
Yes. I think it's probably a good idea to do what we're here for.
Probably.
See what happens.
Probably. Yeah. So, coming back from last time, by popular demand, and by popular demand, that is Stephen changing his name to popular demand, we are going to be playing a few rounds, actually, of certain games. So what we are going to start with is kind of my personal favorite as well. It's something that I've not only lost to my friends, but I lost this game to my granddad and my stepdad. So I'm not going to play it this time. So what I have done is I've brought back the wheel from where I had before, which has all of the categories on there. So if I just take a moment, then I can share my screen with you guys. So let's have a little look at what they are. Here we go. Hope this is the right one. It is indeed. So we have got, just for your knowledge, we have got Time Lords, Companions, Episodes and Stories, Years and Dates, and Monsters, which I do believe was a favourite of yours, Stephen, last time.
Well, it just kept landing on it. It wasn't that it was, a favourite.
That's what I was getting at. So we are going to kick off straight away. We're going to go in order of where you are placed. Okay. And the rules are, for everyone you get right, you will get a point, which sounds pretty self-explanatory. Now, I've written these rules down because I completely fluffed them last time. So you get a point for every answer you get right. If you don't know it, you are able to pass it to whoever you wish. My personal tip would be pass it to someone who you think isn't going to know it. Because if the person you pass it to then gets it correct, they are able to steal any of the points that you have. If you're on 0, you go into minus. Okay, are we all ready to get going? Yeah. It's designed to get you all fighting. But we're all Doctor Who fans, so we're used to it. Right, we'll give that a spin. Right. So, what are we landing on? Here we go. Years and Dates. Oh, I love the little applause. I really think it adds a bit of a. I don't know what it adds actually. Forget it. So the rules are: the first 1 to 5 will be the one to win the round. I hope we're all clear. So your question is: in which year was Bowie Base 1 set up on Mars?
Oh God. Okay. Right. The story was transmitted in 2009, and it was shown in November of 2000, I think, and it was 2058.
Oh, were you just showing off by giving us all those facts?
Is that the right answer?
Well, that is the absolutely correct answer. So, because you've got that question right, get in. That is absolutely the right phrase. So, because you've got that correct, you get to spin all over again. We're going to go again, Stephen. So, what we did, the years and dates last time. Let's see. I know that you like to get the orange ones, I believe. But not so that you can get the same one again. I've watched it a few years and dates again. Right.
The same response as last time.
Okay. In the alternate timeline created by River Song to save the Doctor's life, which wonder of the world housed Area 52?
Oh God! No, I'm not good on this. Oh God! Oh, what wonder of the world?
You can pass.
Okay, I'm going to throw it over very quickly because I think I might have an idea, but I don't want to mess this up. I'm going to throw it. Who's least likely to know? No, they all do.
No, I don't know.
I'm going to give it. He does now. I'm just going to throw it down to Jack.
Oh,
he's
okay.
Okay. Do you want the question again, Jack?
Yes, please.
No problem. In the alternate timeline created by River Song to save the Doctor's life, which wonder of the world housed Area 52?
Oh, it's that pyramid thing. The pyramid.
You mean the pyramids? Do you, Jack?
The pyramids, yeah.
Those pyramid things out in the sand.
Unfortunately, Jack, I can't accept.
It's a great pyramid of Giza, right?
Yes.
Oh, go on, Will. It was indeed the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Yeah.
Jack, it is now your turn. So you can redeem yourself with this one. So give that wheel a spin. And it probably be years and dates again, knowing this. Oh, Joe, we don't get this very often, Jack. So cast, crew, and more. Oh, I love that applause.
It's the more that scares you.
It wasn't doing it last time, that was it? That's a new feature. That sort of ovation, isn't it? It's good.
I've had an upgrade.
Oh,
right. So
that line
Jack
rings a bell. Yeah.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you. So in Army of Ghosts, Jack, Barbara Windsor appears as which of her famous on-screen characters?
Peggy Mitchell.
Peggy Mitchell, that's what I'm talking about. So again, because you have... Oh, I need to make sure I actually do take note of the scores this time, because I appreciate I did not do that last time. And Steve was very cross with me. As was everyone else.
No,
so
I was just taking the piss out of you. That's different.
Yeah, and not only on this video, but then went to Pertwee Smith and said, "Lol, guess what she did?" Right, so Jack, your next category is Time Lords, and your question, my dear, is: what does Lorna Bucket of the Gamma Forests tell the 11th Doctor that the word Doctor means in her people's language? Healer, great warrior, buffoon, or lost soul? That was a multiple choice that I read without any punctuation, but I think you might know it.
It's the Great Warrior.
Is it? It is, yeah, correct.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I didn't know if it was healer, so yeah, right. Jack, you're on to a win here, mate. I told you.
Here we go, redemption arc. Let's
go. 2 for 2. Come on.
Here we go. Oh, honestly, I know Jack Alexander is shaking in his boots. Okay, I think we might be going years and dates again. Let's have a look. Oh, it's on the cusp.
Oh, yeah, I think it's years and dates.
Years and dates. Okay.
This could work, could go wrong. I'm not good with dates.
Right. So, years and days. Jack, your question is, how many years does the Doctor spend fleeing the Veil, trapped in his confession dial?
Oh, is it 5 billion?
Is that what you're going to go with?
Yeah.
It was not.
Oh, no.
Is it?
Jack, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
does anyone have an idea of how many years?
I think I know.
I do.
Give it to Chris. Go on.
Was it 2 billion?
No,
It was not. Anyone else?
No. Will?
Go on, Stephen.
Stephen, do you want to?
Will
Go on.
Will have a go. Will have a go. I think I know.
4.5
Oh,
billion. 4.5 billion.
spot on, Will.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, not 4.5 years.
Oh,
It would have been fun if it was just 4.5 years.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't quite have the same effect.
I'll tell you who wouldn't know the answer. Who doesn't like that story?
Who wouldn't know?
Oh yeah, we know who doesn't like Hellbent. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I can do a plug here for when the Pertwee Smith video with Nick Briggs on it about Day of the Daleks drops in the next few days.
Oh, here we
go. You'll hear the whole story. Anyway, I'll say no more. Will knows.
How can you hate Heaven Sent?
I don't.
In fact, I'm not going to get into that conversation. That is so dangerous.
I don't. That thereby hangs a tale.
I didn't think it was you.
No, it's not me. Moffat's my favourite showrunner since Hinchcliffe. Carry on.
Thank you very much. I shall. Right. So we are down to you, Mr. An Awful Lot of Running. I'm not quite sure if that even made any sense for your question. So, Jack, we are going to spin for you too. Good luck. Let's see what we're going on.
It likes
Again,
that one
cast,
tonight.
crew, and
It's
more.
favouring that one, not monsters this time, isn't it?
Definitely that half of the wheel.
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then they would just throw a random one out, Will, and none of us actually quite know what's happened. So, Jack, your question is: Julian Glover starred in the fourth Doctor story, City of Death, but which of these film franchises has he not appeared in? Indiana Jones, Star Wars, James Bond, or Harry Potter?
Okay, I remember him very much in Indiana Jones. I think is he the only only British actor not to be in Harry Potter?
I think that's correct. And your answer is correct as well. So well done. I would not have got that for a million years. So because you won that one, let's give you another one.
I don't think that's right, is it?
It is right.
It is correct. He was not in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Who voiced Aragog? I'm pretty sure that was him.
That was my worry, Chris.
Well,
that was my worry as well.
That's fine, Chris. But Trivial Pursuit doesn't lie. Unless they've got
Well, it might do. It might have been written. Was it written before a particular instalment? The quiz.
It was the second Harry Potter film.
Okay, right. So is it?
No, but he didn't play the actual spider. He didn't embody the role. So was he really in Harry Potter?
Oh, he wasn't method.
Was.
Is that what you're saying, Will?
If you're suggesting that voice acting doesn't count,
we're gonna have to
what
write.
am I doing here?
Stephen, I'm awaiting the Hartnell skin suit.
What was that, Will?
Do you have a Hartnell skin suit that you crawl into?
What, like a sort of CGI thing?
So a bit like a Slovene, but it doesn't matter
CGI.
about body size.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. No, I can't do Hartnell. I can do all the others. I can even do Patrick Troughton, but I can't do a William Hartnell impression to save my life. Let's move on. Anyway.
Let's move on. Jack Monsters. We're gonna have to write complaints about that Harry Potter question. Who knows? But
is it wrong then? Did Julian Glover actually voice Aragog?
He did voice Aragog, yeah.
Oh,
he did, but it's
I know more than Trivial Pursuit.
There's not a lot of people who say that.
So he was involved in all those, to use the modern word, franchises that you mentioned.
Well, I suppose he didn't physically appear, perhaps.
maybe that's what it is.
But he's still
Maybe that's
in
what it
isn't he?
means.
His name's on the fucking credits. Okay. So how does that affect the scoring? What is the scoring, Shah? Have you kept the score?
Oh, here we go.
You
Right.
did
So
last
Stephen,
time.
you are on. I've got it now. It's all very technical. Stephen, you are on one. Jack Naden, you are on one, and Jack Alexander. So far, you are also on one, but this could be the one for you. So your category is monsters, and your question is: which high priestess of the Sisterhood of Khan was present at the execution of Morbius?
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, come on.
I don't know all their names.
Don't forget, if you don't know, you can pass it along.
Am I the only person who was alive and saw? No, I'm the only person who saw it.
Listen, Stephen, multimedia has come out since then.
The person who saw it when it went out in January 1976, am I the only person who saw it then?
Of course you fucking are.
I obviously know the answer because I saw not only its original transmission, but the repeat in December of 1976. It was one of the few stories that was repeated in the same year in the 70s. Which makes it very unusual. And I bought the bloody VHS, the 60-minute one, and then so I've seen it more times than I've had most of you have had hot dinners. So Do you want me to tell them
Well,
what the
that's
answer
lovely,
is?
Stephen. But Jack, do you know the answer?
Well, I think he said that he didn't, but give him another chance.
I have very little interest in the Sisterhood of Khan. So
it's one of the greatest
okay. Would you like to
stories
pass
of
it
all
along?
time.
it is one of the greatest stories, Stephen. But I can't say that I remember every detail about
There's
that.
a great...
I'm gonna give it to Jack Nerdden because I know he's as lost as me. He looks like a deer in the headlights.
Oh, okay. Can I also pass it on?
No, once it's passed to you, my love, unfortunately, that's game over.
That's the game, Jack. That's the game.
No.
The game.
Sugar honey iced tea.
Just give anyone a guess. Why not? Just guess them. You can say Margaret, Teresa, the lot, or just give it a guess.
Frida. Go on, Frida. Yeah, that's what I'm rolling with.
Can you imagine if I said yes?
So there's a wonderful piece of dialogue when Tom wakes up in the Shrine of the Sisterhood and it gets to the name. He says, Have I been asleep long, nurse? And this character says, I am leader of the sisters. And he says, sorry, matron. And she says, Maren. So her name's Maren. So it's this great gag.
Maren, there we go.
Maren, okay.
She's Maren.
I'm glad I should have been. Well, it was obviously I had to have been there. It's 9.
You can be there on iPlayer when this is all over and watch it as many times as you like.
I mean, like
Brain of Morbius, now available on BBC iPlayer.
Yeah.
All 6 of us for not doing a Matt Smith Morbius joke. I think that showed incredible restraint, and I'm proud of all 6 of us.
It's Morbin time.
Of all of us.
Jack.
Right, Chris, you are up, my love. When you are ready, let's give that wheel a spin, shall we? Let's go again, and hopefully we'll get another. What's the word I'm looking for? Another category.
No
That's
idea.
what I was going for.
Oh yeah. You have
Companions.
got one. Your wish has been fulfilled.
New one.
No, right. So your question is, which Spitfire pilot joined the Doctor in the Battle of Demon's Run after helping him during the new Dalek paradigm attack on Earth?
Danny Boy calling the doctor. Danny Boy calling the doctor. It's Danny Boy.
That was his call sign.
Oh, fuck
Perfect.
off.
Can you say that one more time? Do it exactly how you did it before.
Is it really an actual name? I don't think he ever had one.
Because
it's
it
Mark
completely
Gatiss,
skipped.
for God's sake.
No, it was perfect. Danny Boy was the correct answer. Congratulations, Chris.
thank God.
And because you have won that one, then you get
Sorry,
another
his name was
spin.
Daniel
I know, no
McNabb.
pressure whatsoever. Right. Oh, we've got companions again, Chris. Blimey.
What was Danny Boy's son
All
called?
these applause. No, but if you do get this wrong, well, no pressure on this one, but I'm poised. In which second Doctor story does Polly nearly get converted into a fish person during experiments to raise Atlantis?
I think the acronym here is FFS.
The sea.
Yes. The Underwater Menace.
Yeah. Now, imagine if you hadn't known the answer.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't have known. It was between that and Moonbase. Underwater Menace. Underwater
I
Menace.
do believe you said the Underwater Menace, and you would be
Deep, what?
completely correct. Chris, here we go again. I feel like you might be you might make this a very short round.
This is
There we
being
go.
very
You
Go
gave
back
him a
to years
second
and dates
Doctor
again.
question.
If the next question starts with name the second Doctor story, I'm flipping the table.
He's going to turn off his camera. That's it. He's off.
Chris, your question is, in the second Doctor story. No, I'm just kidding. How many light years away from Earth was the planet?
Venusi.
How many light years away from Earth was the planet Demons, where the demons came from?
Deimos.
I know that, but I don't know the year.
Oh, right,
The light
Stephen.
years.
Daemons.
No, Deimos is the planet. Demon. It's the demons from the planet Deimos. Carry on.
I'm going to have to delegate it. 2's a good number.
Oh, Stephen, I watched it
No.
about 3.
I know. Waste of time.
Go on.
Um, Go on what?
I'm gonna pass this to. I'll pass it to Will. Yeah. No, two's my limit there. I can't get this one.
I've not watched
That's all
the
right.
Damons since about 4 a.m. In a cold September morning in 2007.
This is a poem.
Very random. It's okay.
So when it was on UK TV Gold at like 4 a.m.
I see. Yeah.
So light years, was it? 20 million. Just throw 20 million out there.
That's a long way, isn't it? That's a fuck of a long way.
It's like from where I am to Eccles. It's mad.
Or workshop.
Massively.
It's wrong. No,
No.
I don't know. And I watched the story about 5,000 times. I still don't know the bloody answer to that question.
Andy probably watched it when it came out.
Yeah.
I did. No. Excuse me. My first memory is the Sea Devils, if you don't mind. I'm not
Sorry.
that bloody old. You got me out by about 5 months there.
5 months.
Simon Horton, on the other hand, Simon Horton saw it. But I
He's
think
got it to a
actually
T. He has got it to a T.
Um,
So the answer to the question after all of that was 60,000 light years.
What did
Which
Will say?
Steve,
I said 20 million.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, no,
That's
is
not
so
a bad
far.
shout,
That's,
though, Will, honestly.
he's out by millions of light years. What are you talking about?
I have to admit, Shah, that was like the most. That was
Well-
like a teacher saying, "Well done, that's not bad." Sort of mentality.
Yeah, I have been a primary school teacher and I've absolutely done that. So, you know.
I wish you'd been my primary school teacher. I bet they liked you, didn't they? They liked you, didn't they? The little kids. They liked you. I bet they did. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they did anyway. I never really got that much trouble.
What
Chris,
did they
your
call you?
points are safe.
But they couldn't pronounce your name, isn't that right? Didn't they call you?
No, they couldn't pronounce my surname, so they called
Right.
me hilariously Missy. For a lot of the time, and then
Wow.
it became Miss Cece because I put a stop to being called Missy pretty much straight away. And that's that story. Anyway, Will, you have not got a look in yet when it comes to the spinner,
Yo,
so I think
hit
it
it.
might be time. So let's give that
Has,
a
he,
spin.
has
for
Will
yourself.
has Will
Okay,
not had
here
a
we go.
question yet? Have you had a question yet?
No, this is my
No,
first spin.
no,
Bloody
this-
hell.
Oh, she could be years and days.
We've only been
again.
doing it about an hour. Right, go on.
I know, but I've got a lot of you here, which I'm very, very happy
I know.
about. But I knew this sort of thing was going to happen. Rose realised that something was wrong with time when "Don't Mug Yourself" by a band from the future was playing in Pete's car in 1987. It's a bit of a mouthful. I'm basically asking you what band does "Don't Mug Yourself"?
I've no idea. I know that there's they play "Never Gonna Give You Up" at some point, don't they?
Do they?
So
They
I think
do.
they get rickrolled.
That's how
in the
you know
episode, it's
you're
great.
in 1987. Yeah.
But yeah,
but
I've
What if Rick
I've
Astley's
not-
there?
yeah.
he's,
But I've
he's
not
never
got a
gone
clue.
away.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
would you
I've
like
no
to pass
idea
it
who
along, Will?
Well,
Yeah. So
don't pass it to me because I know the answer. So, but anyway, go
Oh.
on.
I'll
and
pass
this-
it to
Feeling very drunk.
Nerd Den. Why not? I feel like he might know his hip hop.
Everyone's picking on you, Jack.
Oh, you know what? Story of my life. I feel like I do know the answer. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna throw a name. Is it The Streets?
Yes, it is.
Yes!
What? Fucking hell! Well done.
Oh my days!
Well,
Was that Troy the
man.
dog? Bloody
That's
hell,
brilliant.
fire, mate. That was
As a guess.
decent. Okay. That is a guess. So, Jack, you are on 2 points because you have stolen a point from Will. The poor lad has not even had a chance.
Am I
you're
minus one now?
Will. I'm so sorry. Congratulations. Welcome to Charlestial Games.
The audacity.
Okay. Right.
I know. I even know
I
the
would
bit of the song.
apologise, but
I know the bit of the song that plays on the radio. I remember it because I remember the
Oh,
song.
go on,
was,
I'll give it a sing.
It's like the girl's rude. I know she's rude. She's seen right through me. She's seen right through me. I'll be on my knees soon. I think that was it. Yeah, I mangled it slightly, but those are the lyrics.
Done.
I hope
It
when
was
they do the
absolute
novelization, you do the target audio book and you have to sing both songs.
Thank you, Will.
Yeah.
You'll have to pay me a lot of money.
Of
actually, for
course.
that. But
What would you give it out of 5?
oh, I'd give it 10. So no, it's
Okay,
it's
perfect.
no, it's, I think it's a masterpiece. I really
I
do.
thought I was
think
bad
it's-
at maths.
I think it's great.
Well, I know. I didn't. I know. But between 5 and 10 isn't like billions of light years. So you're worse than me. At
Yeah,
that,
but it's still in the parameters.
Still,
Relatively
yeah, it's
speaking,
not that far
it's in
off.
the same area. It's in the same. Area.
Careful, Will. Missy's going to keep you after class.
Have you ever
Well, I
cosplayed as Michelle Gomez?
I
Jenny?
wish I'd never bloody mentioned it. I have not. No. But
It's an idea. It's an idea.
It's an
carry on.
idea.
You're going
it
to
my
arrive at
donut?
Hooverville
Will you
this year
come-
via.
Yeah. As Will got
Will,
another
do you want to
go?
come as? Do you want to come? Yeah. Do you want to go as John Sim and we'll go together? Sound.
I have to trim the beard so it's
I think,
just
I
like
think
goatee.
it's got to be Roger
Well, I can-
Delgado or Anthony Ainley with the beard, doesn't it? For God's sake, you know.
I'll put the guy
Yeah, I
liner
wasn't
on.
thinking Jeffrey Beavers, was I?
I'm saying
Yes, Stephen. I think you like this one.
it's like it's
Wait
like
for the
it was-
applause. There we go. When the master ages the doctor by 100 years, what fictional wizard does he call him?
Oh,
Jack looks like he knows.
is this is the Tenant Doctor? This is in the end of the sound of drumsy thing. Is we talking about that? Yeah, we are. Oh, are we? Nobody's helping me. Is that?
I can
When
neither
the doc-
confirm nor
remind me,
deny. I don't want
when
to
the
know
doc-
you, Stephen.
when the master ages the Doctor by 100 years. Give me the question again.
Yes. When the master ages the doctor by 100 years, what fictional wizard does he call him?
No, is this just tell? Is this the sound of drums and all that? You bastards!
I can't help him. I'm the quiz,
it-
I'm the quiz master.
But isn't he compared to Dobby the house elf at some point?
Is that your answer?
Yes.
You sure?
No, I don't know. Yes,
This is a
okay.
roller coaster.
I'm gonna stand by it and say yes, but it's wrong, isn't it?
It is not. Does anyone know the answer? I feel like Jack
Yeah.
might know the answer because he looked very excited.
Yeah.
Go on, go on, go on.
It's Gandalf.
It is Gandalf. Well
Yes.
done. But
Who
then
called him-
again, we've
But
had it
who
before
compared him
where
to Dobby the house
Trivial
elf? Was that
Pursuit has been
fans?
wrong.
compared
I
him
think
to
that was
Dobby the house
fandom.
elf?
Yeah, I think that's.
Oh, piss off! Right, carry on.
Just broadly to the fandom. Piss off.
21st century bastards. Carry on.
It's nice to meet
Bet
you too,
you've never
Stephen.
even read Tolkien.
Great.
I don't- well,
Right. So, Jack, it just so happens to be your go. And seeing as you got that one correct, I'm sure that you'll do fabulously on this next one too. So we'll spin the wheel for you, my love, and see what you do end up landing on. Let's go. I'm
it
desperately
shouldn't
trying to make sure
matter
I
this
keep,
much,
keep
should
these
it?
scores.
When you get one wrong, it shouldn't matter this
These
much.
scores
It
here.
doesn't hurt
Time
this much.
Lords.
It's good. Come on.
Time Lord. Ooh.
Shouldn't stab you in the heart like that.
Hearts.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Jack, where did the master send the Torchwood team on a rogue mission to distract them while he planned to take over the world?
Funny it's from the same set of episodes, the Himalayas. On a wild goose chase, no doubt.
It was indeed the Himalayas on a wild goose chase. Well done, Jack, once again. You're kind of smashing it. And just for you, Stephen, I'm going to give the scores as follows. I appreciate Chris isn't here at the moment. But Stephen, you are on 1. Jack, you are on 3. Jack Alexander, you are on 1. Chris is on 2 as of right now. And then Will, Mr. TARDIS, you are on -1. But it's all to play for. So I've got every faith in everybody. But Jack, it's your turn
But
again.
Will
seeing as
doesn't
you
get
got
a
that one
question
right.
until about 4 hours, after everybody else does.
Right. Well, I can't help the ordering, can I? Let's be fair. Casca or more, Jack?
Oh,
You never know.
here we go.
All right. Pauline Collins has appeared in Doctor Who twice. Once as Queen Victoria in Tooth and Claw, and once in The Faceless Ones, but alongside which Doctor?
It would be the second Doctor.
Oh my God, you're flying, mate. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're on 4 now. Shit, I wasn't expecting this, and I don't mean that in a mean way. I just hope that other people were going to get a look in. But Jack,
None of us were.
Jack. Here we go again.
Surprises.
Maybe. Last question. Oh, absolutely. Are you ready? I'm actually a bit nervous. I won't lie to you.
So am I.
Here. He's had enough. Which year is it when River Song is posing as Cleopatra? Oh, for Christ's sake. Which year is it when River Song is posing as Cleopatra and the Doctor is mistaken for Caesar?
Ooh. Is it 15 AD?
It is not 15 AD. Jack, your streak. It's ended. Does anyone know the answer to this one? The streaking's over, Jack.
What's the question?
Anyone got a clue? Yeah. So the question was, which year is it when River Song is posing as Cleopatra and the Doctor is mistaken for Caesar? No, that's fine. Luckily, I've got the answer right here. It was 102 AD.
Oh, a bit of a gap.
Not a clue. A little bit of a gap. It's all good, Jack. But Jack Alexander will be so happy to know that he gets a turn. So
yeah, do that.
Go on, Jack.
Come on, then. Here we go. Redemption arc for everyone. Jesus.
It's like that one tonight, isn't it?
It really is. It does this every time. Every time I play this, it has its favourite. So, Jack, your question is, whose music did the Master dance to while he pushed an aged Doctor around in a wheelchair? As in which band? Sorry.
It's the Sister Sisters, isn't it? It's I can't decide.
It's Jack's go again. He has smashed that one. So we're going to spin all over again. Let's go. Blimey. I really wish I was playing this, but it kind of doesn't help when you know the answers because you've got them written on there for you. All right. Companions. Jack, your question is, what was Ace's homemade brand of explosives called?
Oh my God.
I was going to make it multiple choice, but why? I'll just give it to you.
Ace is my favourite companion. It's Nitro 9.
Well,
he's right.
It is Nitro 9. Absolutely. It smashed it. No, even. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Jack, you're on 3. You are just going to be catching Jack up. Jack
Jacks.
So we're going to spin again. That other one.
Yeah,
exactly. Jack and Jack. Time Lords. Oof. Boy. I always notice that these ones never actually end up being about any of the Doctors. Which renegade Time Lord injures the 6th Doctor and triggers his regeneration?
Oh, I know what it says on there, but technically it's incorrect.
Oh,
it's going to say the Rani. It's going to say the Rani, but in the expanded media, I think you'll find the 7th Doctor is actually the one that caused the regeneration because he was too willing to want to be the Doctor.
Why don't Doctor Who fans talk like that anymore? That's the David J. That's the David J. Howe voice, isn't it? Nobody talks like that. Oh yes, in 1960.
Hello, I've written a load of books about it. Yeah.
But they don't talk like that anymore. That's all like, young guys who talk like, they're really cool these days, aren't they? What happened?
Exactly. Yeah, I think so.
Anyway,
look at what they took from us.
David Tennant happened. That's what happened. Carry on. Go on.
That's what happened. Correct, Jack. Absolutely smashed that as well. This is almost reminiscent of the MCM panel that you guys did because you are at an equal level playing field now. Only one of you has to get it right. Jack, you're way far away from having your question, matey, but let's give it another go. This could potentially be your last question. Who knows? Let's have a spin. Ooh. Years and days.
Sorry, I just had a little one join me.
Oh,
That's all right.
I just helped put mine to bed. So
Yeah, I'll put her back in a second.
what's her name?
Okay.
yeah,
What's
hello.
her
It's
name?
Rowan, this is.
Hello.
Rowan.
How old is Rowan?
Oh.
She's 2.
Oh, bless her.
Oh,
Oh, hello, Rowan. Bless her. Maybe she can help you with this one. So, Jack, in 1928 ballet work, what was Toby Z listening to when the beast infiltrated his mind while he was working on the ancient inscriptions?
oh no.
Oh no. What was he?
I know this, but it's only because
I
I'm a
know
big
this.
fan of it.
I know this.
I can't remember for the life of me. Genuinely.
Would you like to pass
Which is
it along?
gutting. Yeah, but I'm going to give it to Will, I think, because he deserves to get a bone, bless him.
Have a go.
The
Yeah.
thing is, I don't know the name of the song, but it's public domain. It's like I can
Can you
sing
sing
it.
it? Can you sing it?
Yeah. Da, da, na, 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 na,
Absolutely, he's right.
na,
He's
na,
right.
na,
He's
na,
got
na.
the
Like,
tune.
it's public domain something. I don't know what it's actually called.
It's called
um,
Ravel's Bolero. Do we give it to him for the tune? Give
I
him
mean-
to him for the tune.
Oh, I feel like you should have it for the tune, Will. I really, really do.
knows-
I didn't intend for
Yeah,
this.
that was a good spot on recreation.
I did not intend for it to become a musical episode, but I've realised we've sang 3 times in this already. And it's actually a good job that Jack has gone to put his kids to bed because he has lost a point and given it to you, Will. So you are currently on 0, but
first,
it is all to
point.
play for.
Second, the child.
So, but Chris, it is now your go. Currently on 2. This may be your 3rd. Here we go.
Ooh.
And I've just realised I've turned all the cards around. What are we on? Yes, and Vegas again.
Well,
This looks coming up, this one.
At least you haven't dropped them and spilt the wine on them this time.
Yeah, I know there is that. They've actually come out beautifully. I've dried them very
When
well.
the second Doctor landed on this planet, like that's the question, isn't it?
I know. So, how many years did Richard Lazarus's genetic mutation device reduce his age by?
I'm gonna process it. Says I am Richard Lazarus. I am 76 years old. And when he goes in, and I'm reborn. I can't remember what he went down to. I'm guessing about 40. We'll just go for 36 years. I have no idea.
Oh, you are so close. You genuinely were. I'm not talking about when, some 150 million light years and it ended up being 60,000. But the answer is, does anyone know the answer?
Is it 40?
Is it 40? That's what I was going to say.
It is indeed
Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
Yes. So you were on the right track, Chris. But in all fairness, I don't go to it very often. I don't really know that episode inside out because
But who wrote it?
scorpion human hybrid.
Who wrote that story?
Not Mark Gatiss. I do know that now.
No,
God.
No.
it wasn't.
Oh,
is
I thought it was for the longest
He
time.
wrote
Oh
Will
God!
TARDIS
But
is
I
the
remember
person I would
me,
thought would probably
Stephen,
most
you and
like-
I.
Go on, Jack.
Is it Stephen Greenhorn?
Yes, you are a fucking genius.
It is
Yes.
Stephen Greenhorn. Yes, I knew. As soon as someone said it, I knew it. But yeah, Stephen Greenhorn. Perfect. I feel like you should always get a point.
Giving us classics
but
like
you
the
can't.
Doctor's
So-
daughter.
Yeah. Did he write that
Did you
one
read
as
it
well?
out? He wrote that one as well.
Yes, he did. There you are. But Jack Nerdgen gets a medal for that. Good. Where are
Well
we
done.
now in the game? Isn't this exciting?
We are. It is Will's go. Who I appreciate. Bless you. You've been waiting so patiently. It is your go, and seeing as you have now got yourself to 0, let's see what we can get up to. I'm excited for this. It's all to play for. Monster. Oh, it's just on the cusp again. All over again. Okay. What is the name of Silurian Madame Vastra's human wife?
Um, Jenny Flint. Jenny Flint.
Yeah.
Jenny Flint
Certainly
was the perfect answer. Well done.
Yes.
Here we go. You're off the mark.
It's the
We're on
right
one now. We're on one now.
Yes.
We're getting.
I'm
we're
out
getting
of the
there.
starting gate.
Yay!
It's the right answer. Perfect. Come on. Come on. All right then. So let's go again. Seeing as we've smashed that one. This is how it can all change in an instant. You can have a point taken
In an
away and then
instant.
boom, you're back. Will, which singer is Jackie Tyler a huge fan of?
Oh gosh. Is it oh no, okay. I mean, she does reference Elton John in Love and Monsters. Is there like no episode reference where she might, I don't know. It seems super broad.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to give you a few answers? I'll give you multiple choice. How's that? Because
Yeah,
it was a very
I know the
vague
answer
question.
without no, sorry. Go on.
Oh well, well done. I don't.
Not my question.
Congratulations.
I'm not
would you
competitive
like-
at all.
Oh no, not at all. But you want to make sure you keep your reign, of course, of glory. I'm going to get right. Let me give you a few.
Doesn't work like that.
Doesn't quite. Connie Osmond, Ozzy Osbourne, Ronan Keating, or Cliff Richard.
I'm going to say Cliff Richard as I guess.
He's right. He's fucking right.
And you would be, and you would be spot on. The second
When is
person
that
who's had a shot in the
said?
dark.
When is that
This-
mentioned?
Oh, I remember Tennant saying, "Oh, I knew
It's
your
just
mum would be a
blatantly
Cliff
obvious
fan."
from the moment she appears.
But I can't remember when it appears. I can remember him. Oh, it was Idiot's Lantern.
Oh, of
That's when
course.
it was in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've not watched that for the longest time.
I
It's
don't think,
good.
and not many people have. Really,
It's
to be fair, I will say that. Oh, you're loving companions today. I think.
I hope it's another
Um,
Jackie Tyler question.
This.
Can't beat a Jackie Tyler question, can you?
Oh my god. Okay, I just want to let everyone know that I absolutely love this quote, but I'm going to give it anyway. Will, of which companion does the second Doctor ask, "Just act stupid. Do you think you can manage that?"
Oh, I wonder who that could be.
I wonder who it
Um,
could possibly be.
It's to Jamie, isn't it?
It is to Jamie. Can
Okay.
anyone
Could be.
here reenact it? Because I butchered
I
that.
think somebody might be able to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think someone.
Stephen,
Oh,
I
I just-
thought you can.
Oh,
do
I
it.
just realised.
Well, I could
Oh,
have a go, but I think I know a man who can do it better than me. Come on.
I'll be perfectly honest. I genuinely didn't even think. No pressure. You don't have
Oh.
to. It's fine. I can cut it.
So what's the line again?
Just act
Just-
stupid. Do you think you can manage that?
Just act stupid. Do you think you can manage that?
Perfect. Thank you.
Love it.
Perfect.
Stupid? Eh?
Cool.
Oh, aye. Yeah.
You were on
Yeah.
-1 only minutes ago.
Hello, come back.
Is anybody
Okay.
else on a time limit? Because I can
Here we
stay here
go.
until we're finished. But is Jack?
Oh, I can stay until whenever.
Yeah, I can stay till dawn. But we're just a little bit concerned about Jack. The other Jack, not you. The one who isn't here. Whose go is this now?
Well,
Will.
it's okay. It's got still Will. Will is on a winning track. Okay.
So what are the scores now? Is it all changed and all to play for?
It actually has, yeah. So Stephen, you
I
are
know.
on 1. Jack,
Yeah.
you are on 4.
Wow.
Other Jack is on 3. Chris is on 2, and
Even though he
Will
hasn't been here
is
for about
also
an hour.
on 2.
Fucking, am I coming last?
He's only Oh,
Right, carry on.
maybe even that glory didn't
Okay.
last very long, did it? Will,
Calm.
how many years are meant to have passed between the stories The Monster of Peladon and The Curse of Peladon?
God, it would be the Pertwee stories I've not seen. How many years? Be a nice round number.
Yes.
Let's go for 150 years.
I know the answer.
So do I.
Obviously.
I'm afraid
knows
it's
the
not.
answer?
I'm afraid it's not 150 years. Chris, give it a go.
50 years.
It is 50 years. He's right.
It is 50 years.
Because nobody
Oh,
ever passes it
Will-
on to anybody who knows the answer. That's the problem with this quiz. Carry on.
I'm sorry that my Trivial Pursuit
No,
isn't
no,
good enough for you,
No,
Stephen.
you're doing a very good job of basically shafting me. Carry on. Metaphorically speaking.
There's something. I would say there's something I never thought I'd hear, but there we go.
No.
Right.
No, it's been said.
Well,
Move on.
Stephen, luckily for yourself, luckily for yourself, it is your turn to have a go. So we're spinning that wheel.
Hallelujah.
Here we go. I know.
I know.
Time Lords.
Ooh.
Okay. Your question is, which Doctor meets Mr. Popplewick at the J.J. Chambers' Fantasy Factory?
Colin Baker.
But it wasn't Colin Baker, though, was it?
All right, the sixth Doctor. The sixth.
It
Doctor.
was indeed the sixth Doctor.
The one with the best. The one
Well
with the best
done.
costume.
I'm really doing well with that, making sure that I believe that's a matter of opinion. I cannot confirm nor deny.
Do I get? Do I get?
Okay,
do I
your
get
next
another
one
go
is-
now, Jenny.
It's already spinning out. Don't worry, I've got you.
Okay.
Companions. I just love the applause.
I
In
tell you
which
what,
period of history? In which period of history is the Time Warrior, in which the Sontarans make their debut, set?
Well,
Should I give you
century?
the history eras?
We could, Middle Ages, the medieval era. It could be it's the 12th century, probably. You know, that all those things are correct. It's
Well,
in the Middle Ages, the medieval
I'll just
period, and it's
give
probably
you the
about
multiple choice because I
11
didn't actually get a chance to.
right. But I'm right, aren't I? Please tell me I'm right.
You are absolutely correct, Stephen.
Oh. Okay, so, do I get another question? And do I get a point on another question?
Yes, you do indeed. You know how these games are played, Stephen. I know. You're catching everyone up. But we can't have you reign for a second time, surely.
Slowly, but not very surely. Go on.
Okay.
Now there'll be some bloody curveball from the Jodie Whittaker era.
Well, in the story Blink, how many DVDs did the 10th...
Oh, fuck off!
How many DVDs did the 10th Doctor... Right, I'll try one more time, shall I?
Oh, no. Well, go on. How many DVDs did the 10th
Best
Doctor...
thing is, I believe, from what I know, that Jack knows this, and I think Will knows this as well. Chris, I'm not sure. But anyway.
I could work it out, I reckon.
I'm sure. In the story Blink, how many DVDs did the 10th Doctor hide Easter egg messages on? Was it 17, 19, 20, or 40?
Okay, give me that again.
In the story Blink, how many DVDs did the 10th Doctor hide Easter egg messages on? Was it 17, 19, 20, or 40? And I don't think you can pass this along because I think everyone else.
Fucking unfair. Give me the numbers again.
You can.
I hate you. Go on.
Go on, Mr. Middle Ages.
And suddenly I hate Stephen Moffat.
17, 19, 20, or 40.
I'm trying to think as Moffat does. What number would Moffat? What number?
I'm so glad I can see your hands. Because if I couldn't, I would think that they were Googling.
Oh, yeah, you need one hand down.
Yeah, exactly.
17.
Did you have a clue?
No.
It absolutely is.
Oh.
I'm so pleased. I can't tell you how pleased I am. I don't think I've ever been more pleased in my life.
Well, I can tell by your previous statement how happy you are.
But I got a point, didn't I? Give me another question. I know that he'd go for the number 17 over any of those other numbers.
But if it was laser discs, you would have got that way quicker.
Oh my Christ. Okay. I'm
Monsters.
absolutely worn out by that last question. I'm not going to lie to you.
You're not the only one. Imagine how I feel.
What is the name of the sentient asteroid on which the Patchwork people live?
It's called House.
It's absolutely called House.
I told you I know my Moffat / whatever the name is.
I'm
Stephen.
Do something I haven't
What's
done
the
before.
name of the bloody? Don't
Because
tell
I
me.
lost
It's
my
called,
connection.
Is called Gaiman. Neil Gaiman wrote that, didn't he? Yeah. Next one.
Is that who wrote it? So, Stephen, next one. You are on 4. Jack, you are also on 4. So I'm wondering, to make it a bit more interesting, do you guys want a sudden death question?
Hang on a minute. How did this happen? I'm suddenly. me and Jack are suddenly winning when a moment ago I was coming last. How did that happen? Right. Okay.
Well,
okay.
I don't know, but I'm going to keep to the usual rules. It's only
now you've
fair.
changed all the bloody rules again.
I haven't. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just very cautious of this. Anyway, I'm going to spin again for you, Stephen. Here we go.
Who knew, as Josh Carmichael put it.
Nice pun.
Very good.
I like it very much. Stephen, what was the name of the tourist bus that Biff, Val, and Jethro were aboard in the story?
You mean the number?
Midnight.
Do you mean the name?
No, I do not mean the number.
I was suddenly thinking of. I was thinking of the one with. Oh God, the name of the. Oh God. Oh.
Jack knows this. It's his favorite story.
I bet he fucking does. It's arguably one of the greatest. It's one of the. Well, it's one of those. It's one of the great Russell T Davies stories. But what's the name of the bloody bus? Oh God! Oh God! Oh, I know you know, Jack. Stop doing it. You get the finger dancing.
Yeah, I'm still my excited dance,
Yeah, I know. Don't get exultant until I've been ignominiously defeated. But I've got a feeling that you're on the right lines with that emotion. Oh God. Okay.
Do you want to pass it?
No, just a minute. Oh yes.
Go on, pass it, Stephen. Pass it to me. Come on.
Okay.
Pass it on.
Pass it on. I'm going to pass it to Chris.
Pass it on. Okay, I'm going on my own.
So the question is, it's not the number, it's the name.
Jack.
But you see, Jack can't have the question.
No, could you get that?
No.
I think it's something tall, isn't it? I have absolutely no idea. I can't remember.
Jack, whichever one of you actually, would you like to do the honours?
All right,
Jack, it's your favourite story.
May as well put you all out your misery. Crusader 50.
Yeah.
It
So it
is
got a number in
Crusader.
It got a number in it as well.
But that was the name of it.
But
Well done.
that is something that the definitive Doctor Who fan should know, because it's one of the great stories, isn't it? So we should know things like that.
It is one of the best, in my humble opinion. Right.
We should feel enlightened now that we know. Yes.
There we go. It is your go.
Can I just check? Stephen's got 4, Jack's got 4. Have I got 4 as well, or did I make that up? I can't remember.
You've got 3. So you're really close to them, to be fair. Yeah.
So you did have 4, but I think you lost your point to Will, I think.
You did. If you can make out all these scribbles that I've got down there, it does say that you lost your point to Will.
Yeah. You nipped off by that point, and then we said, well, if you
then we
were
started
here,
talking about you.
you'd lost the point. Yeah.
I knew whilst I cuddled my daughter in her bed that I was like, that bastard Mr. TARDIS, he's stolen from me, hasn't he?
I did make a slightly dark joke about first I stole your point, second I'll steal your child. There we go. It's going to be a case of like the Midnight Entity, where the more I steal and copy, the more I become them.
So next you'll be the host of the Who community show then. That's prophesized.
Oh,
I mean,
there we
we'll
go.
see, won't we?
Can you handle two of those?
we'll see,
Will?
won't we?
Let me get an episode out first, Jack. Before I
Let me get an
try
episode out
pass
first.
it over.
What?
What's
Right,
the
Jack.
conversation about now? What's the conversation about now? Go on, but I was intrigued by what it was as I came in at the end of it about somebody taking over something. Let me know what it was about.
Oh, just Will's going to take over aspects of my life, apparently. So, like,
Well,
Yeah.
Will's got more subscribers than the number of years Peter Capaldi was trapped in the confession dial. You know,
Which we all know was 4.5 billion.
4.5 billion. Right.
Oh, hello,
Keep
little
looking every
cat.
one. We'll be back
This
in a
is
minute.
Which one's
Winnie.
this one?
Whose question is it now? Where are we? What's going on?
It is Jack's. It's Jack's question, but I was
Okay,
just, I was
I'm
distracted by the
listening.
cat.
I've just got tidying to do. Right, go on. Yeah.
Stephen, I actually kind of want you here for it because I really.
I'm
hope Jack
here.
gets this
Listen,
right.
I'm here in audio. Okay.
Well,
go
all
on,
I
I'm
can
here,
see is
okay.
Tom Baker staring into my
Okay,
soul.
all right,
So,
okay, I'm here.
Jack, your question is: of whom does the first Doctor say, "Your arrogance is almost as great as your ignorance"?
Bugger.
If only we had a first
Come on,
Doctor
Jack.
actor here that could say it.
Well, there's a chance that I might know that the answer to this question, isn't there? You know.
You know what?
Come on, Jack.
Do you want a clue? I
Is
should
that
give him a clue.
legally
shouldn't I?
allowed?
What are the scores?
You are on 4. Jack is on 4. Jack Alexander is on 3. Chris is on 2. Will is on 2.
Okay. I'm sorry, no clues.
Right, I'm going to pass it on to Will.
Could you please repeat the question? Winnie was attacking some paper, so I had to stop her.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course, no problem. So, of whom does the first Doctor say, "Your arrogance is almost as great as your ignorance"? I think Will might know this, Jack. I hate to say.
I actually don't know off the top of my head.
Is that? Do you want to suggest the other chaps have a go?
Only if Will can't get it, because I feel like he might know.
Is it Coquillion from The Rescue?
Do you want a clue? Do you want a clue? It's from an unearthly child.
Sorry,
It's only bloody Chatterton, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
It's only the very first ever TARDIS scene. He says it to Ian Chesterton. It's about the fact that the TARDIS is impossible, you know, and it comes just before Illusions, indeed.
When he said he says something like I'm a teacher of science, this is impossible, or something like that, doesn't he? Yeah, I remember. I love that story so much.
Yeah.
Very, very
we should
vague.
watch it on
I
your
would, but it's not live.
He's basically suggesting that the TARDIS is a scientific impossibility. You know,
So I need to be able to hear the line in Hartnell's voice, though, if I'm going to be
Well,
convinced.
you'll have a job tonight unless
No
you
pressure.
pay me more than I'm being paid to turn up. I haven't got a fucking string in my back, you know. So anyway, yeah.
I was more thinking like squeeze your stomach
Jack's
like a
monkey
teddy
dance.
bear.
let's us move on. Who's next? Oh, somebody just texted me. Okay. Whose question is it now?
Right.
What are the scores? Jenny?
Oh my god! Right.
They're the same as they were a
Jack's
moment ago because no
question.
one's got one right.
Yeah.
I know. That's the thing. You're exactly
There
where
goes
you
the
were
candles.
before. Jack Alexander, it is your go. Let's have a spin. You are on 3, and you know how it can go now, Jack. So let's see how we get on. My God. Oh, we're a fighter.
Again, cast and crew.
You love this one. You really do.
I do. It's the
I'm
more I
absolutely
love.
convinced. It is. So, your question is, Simon Callow has appeared in Doctor Who twice, alongside the 9th and 11th Doctors, but who did he play on both occasions? What? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
Your arrogance is nearly as great as your
Okay.
ignorance.
lovely.
That was me. So go on.
Very good. that's the best you're going to get, Will.
I'll take it.
Brilliant, can I just say? But the answer to your question, Shart, was Charles Dickens.
Perfect. Absolutely beautifully done, Jack. No problem. Right, so you've got another point. So you're also on 4. So this
Can you
genuinely
end this
go
round
either
for us?
way.
Can I end
Exactly.
this game of Rattle On?
And I know, I genuinely did think I didn't think it was going to take this long, but it's okay. Right. So here we go. Time Lords. Oh,
Oh, I think it is still Time Lord.
yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. So let me just get this the right way round because they're all the wrong way round. Oh, God, I need to make sure these are all back different. Jack, your question is, what was the name of the insectoid creatures that the first Doctor met on Vortis that became militant when a parasitic fungus spread across the planet? I nearly did that so well and I just completely flubbed it at the end. Would you like the question again?
Please, yes.
I don't think Hartnell could have done better in that.
Okay. Jesus,
Yeah,
I
indeed.
know, right? You can tell I'm being affected. What was the name of the insectoid creatures the first Doctor met on Vortis that became militant when a parasitic fungus spread across the planet?
Oh, there it is. Right.
I'm trying to think. The only thing I think of is that it's the Web Planet, but I can't remember. I could be wrong. Is it the Zarbi?
Oh, perfectly correct. Oh my God. I'm going to be completely frank with you, Jack. How did you pull that out of the bag?
Well,
I can only remember. Well, I remember the Web Planet for the
Well done.
the noise, and I just knew it as the Zarbi being in it because I like my weird monsters. So that's it.
It's more because I genuinely thought, oh, he doesn't know this one. But with knowing it, I'm very happy to announce that you have got 5. So you are
There
the
you are.
winner.
There
of
it is.
this
Yeah, that's
round.
how I knew it. It was from the targets. Yeah.
I got that at the Doctor Who exhibition in 1975. There you go.
I was about to make a joke that
Wow.
you got that when it first issue. Yeah.
It was actually published in the 60s, but I'm almost that old. Although I know I only look about
Almost.
the same age as Jack over there, young Jack. But
cheers,
what are the
thank you.
relative? And relatively, what are our relative ages? Come on, let's find out. So who's the youngest? Nerd Den Jack's presumably the youngest.
Yeah, I think I am. I'm 23.
23. Okay. Who's next up? The other Jack, is that right?
I think it's
Oh,
me.
I don't. I believe so.
29.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Jack Alexander.
Do
how
I
are you?
count? Sorry.
Yes, love. Sorry, no. I know you're 29. Jack Alexander Nisbet? How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay, so you are next up, Jenny.
No, I'm 31.
So
you?
you're.
Oh.
I know he's been around so long in the
I bet Will's,
fandom. Everybody thinks
like,
he's older than
why
me.
did everyone sound so shocked? I wouldn't have that if I were you, Will. Everyone's like, really?
It's the great big bushy beard.
It's also
my cat
because
on you.
people can't imagine a time before he was, on YouTube. Because when did you
Before
start?
dawn.
When did you start? When did you start?
I
Will?
started in 2010.
So what was your first review? Victory of the
Victory
Daleks?
of the Daleks.
Yeah. And
Wow,
and
that
Chris,
is a long old time.
how old are you?
I'm 33 and a week.
Oh, right.
It was only a week ago.
The same age as our Lord. Yes. So and I am as
25.
old as I was okay. A quiz question.
Don't flatter him, Jack, for God's sake.
I was born between episodes 2 and 3 of The Wheel in Space.
You did this to me.
I know, and you very flatteringly thought it was a Pertwee story.
I did.
Was that 67 67 or 8?
No,
67.
next one, 68, 68, 68.
68, yeah.
It was it. I always remind Wendy Padbury of this when I tell her because it was her first episode 3, because she doesn't really like to be reminded of the fact that I was born just before her very first episode was transmitted. But she looks very good on it, I have to say. Yeah.
But how old are you, Stephen? Tell us.
55. I'm 55. So that,
55.
It's gone so quickly.
Oh well, let's not. Let's move on to the next.
The gain of it is, of course, is that you know that I was absolutely the right age for the Pertwee stuff and the Hinchcliffe stuff. You know, that I got it sort of hot off the press. It was wonderful. But it means that I'm less enamored of the Graham Williams stuff. But we won't. Let's not dwell. So, whose question is it next?
It's not. We finished the game.
Who won?
Jack Alexander got 5.
I won.
Jack
With the
Alexander.
Zabi.
In spite of the fact that you weren't here for about 3 hours, he still managed to win. That's extraordinary.
Still clinched it.
I think he just went off and started reading through the encyclopedias. Just like,
yeah. I was.
That's the thing.
Google.
Yeah. Exactly.
And who came second?
It was joint second with yourself and Jack Nerdanger.
Yay,
then it was it was another tie between Chris and yourself, Will. So I think that was actually rather good.
I think it was very good. It was very good indeed. Shall I make up a revived series quiz off the top of my head for everybody?
But I have got one. I have got one more round.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said it was all over and Eid won and we come second.
No, Stephen, it's far from being all over.
I'm not going to keep. I promise, I'm not going to keep you here much longer.
I told you I'd got all night because I cancelled another bloody thing tonight. Anyway, come on. Somebody's
Thank
very
you very much for
disappointed.
doing so.
Well, that's all right.
Well, I don't know what to say to that. What was supposed to possibly say?
I've really enjoyed it.
Well, it's not over yet, so I'm going to do a quick fire one. What I want you to do is I've got a series of pictures that I want to show you. They are all blurred, and I'm going to steadily unblur them. And the first one to get it right is going to be a really quick one. Just shout out your name, just so for editorial purposes, I can actually do what I need to do.
Okay.
So just shout out your name and then give me the answer. All good.
Yeah.
It should be really, really quick. This one is completely quick fire. Okay, we're ready to go. I'm going to share my screen with this and make sure, for Christ's sake, that I actually get these pictures myself right, because I haven't got the names of them anymore because I was really, really silly and not actually getting them. So I love that you're
they're coming to get you.
Your cat has decided to join us.
Sorry if I need to mute the microphone. She's purring so loudly.
Oh, bless her. That's actually rather sweet. So I've done this. It is extremely what's the word I'm looking for?
Random.
Good. You got it already? Jack, shout your name, one.
Okay, Mr. TARDIS. It's from Smile.
It's right, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's the bloody.
You know what the best is?
It's the emoji bots, isn't it?
The emoji bots. Yeah. That's a good story. That's a good story.
It is indeed. I hadn't even started to unblur it. How hilarious!
It felt like the force stack.
Beaten by the emojis.
It's the superior form of communication.
It was. That was so well done. I told you it was going to be.
Was this your idea this round, Sean? Was this your idea this round? Did you make this up?
Yes, it was.
Well,
I did. I made it up literally. Thank you very much. I don't actually know how to get the next one up though. That's the thing.
Sincere.
Here we go. Right. Okay. So I'm going to blur this a bit more, just because I didn't realise that I'd actually. No, to be fair, I blurred it. You did very well on that, Albie.
I didn't recognise it. If it's any
if
it helps you.
Next one. I appreciate it's slightly harder.
Okay. Slovene. No.
Keep going.
Jack.
Go on.
Oh, I know.
Hungry Earth.
Chris, Hungry Earth.
Oh, Jack got there just before you, I'm afraid. But
Fuck.
what was the monster? Extra point, quick.
Silurian.
Silurians.
I've got a controversial opinion here. Although I'm a Pertwee sort of era fan, I prefer the Hungry Earth to the Silurians.
I've actually given away the next picture. Don't think I didn't notice it, because I did. So what I am going to do is quickly upload another one. Okay, so I'm going to give you another one, and I want you to again guess where this is from. And of course, first one to shout out will be the one I give point. So here we go. Here's the next one. Oh no, I've done it again. So what is this image? Can someone tell me? I'll start on blurring it now.
Oh, God.
And what story is it from? Oh, is anyone going to get it?
He's under 42.
Who was first in that? I didn't even remember.
It was neck and neck, I think. That
I think it was neck and neck. To be fair, and I'm not just saying this, I did hear you, Jack, say it first, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Yeah.
So I will give it to you. Okay, next one, if we are ready. I've got so many. When I start on blurring, unless you know it right now, please tell me the story. Remember to shout your name out first. Here we go.
Oh, it is Jack the Empty Child.
He's right. Oh, yes, he's right.
He is right. I've realised I've put all of these, and again, I am so bad at hiding them.
Oh,
but yeah, absolutely correct. Well done. So, Jack, Noonan, and then I've got one last one.
Is there any black and white Doctor Who? So it's just a black and white.
Well, do you know what, Will? Honestly, I'll be honest with
Have
you.
you got
I
any
could
blurred
do it.
photos from the missing stories where we got to work out what,
Apparently, Will's sitting on a copy of Marco Polo. So.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I did.
But nobody gives a shit about that.
Apart from Fraser Hines, who seems to be the only advocate for it.
So I've got another one here.
Suddenly very attractive in that shot. Suddenly, Jenny. But Karen. Just momentarily. Before that, you didn't.
Oh, thank you. Build me so up. You built me right up just to slam me back down to earth again. Thank you.
But it was worth it for that
momentarily
moment.
looked okay.
Reminds me of my favourite compliment I've ever had for any of the work I've ever done. And it says, you were so good in it, I didn't even know it was you.
Nice.
Can I just say, Chris, you looked so attractive when you said that.
Oh, thank you.
3, 2, 1. Shout it out.
Oh,
I'm going to blur it if we don't know.
it's Peter Capaldi, presumably.
It's
John
Inferno.
Pertwee.
No.
It's Inferno. He's right. Fucking hell.
Alexander Inferno.
That's a picture of Jack Kine on the wall, isn't it? Yes. Yeah.
So well done, Chris. I did hear that. It was indeed Inferno. There's the image for you. Then final one. I promise this is the final one. But I wanted to make sure I got this one in because you said there's no classic, and I was like, but I know that there is. They just haven't come up yet.
Now.
It's this one. And it is actually neck and neck between Noonan and Chris. It could be anything. So I'm about to start unblurring when I remember how to do it. Shout your name and shout the story when you know what it is. I'm unblurring now.
Chris,
Mr. TARDIS.
It's Silver Nemesis.
Sugar, honey, iced tea.
Who got that? I have no idea who actually got that the first time round.
Well, unless there was any delay, I thought I had, but then everyone would say that.
I think I'll be honest, I think you had it as well. I did hear you. I did hear Chris. So, well, congratulations, Chris. You have won that round. Nice one of my very, very shoddily put together round, but I thought it was quite fun. I thought it was all right. I think next time I'll get it perfectly, but thank you for being the guinea pig on it.
I had loads of fun there losing. That was brilliant. Yeah, Silver Nemesis, because Jack Alexander, did I mention this earlier? Did a review of it with Samuel Davis recently, didn't you?
Yes.
I believe. Yes.
You didn't expect anyone to listen, did you?
The
way you just kind of goes, yes, I did.
To be honest, that's me a podcast. And
well,
anything I do.
because the thing is, because I love Samuel Davis's. His reviews are extraordinary. Often, and the broke canon thing. I've no idea what he's on about, but it's always very entertaining. But no, he's hilarious, and so you'll often do off the beaten trails. But you did one with him about Silver Nemesis, and one of the reasons why I remember it so particularly because it makes me a fake fan because I've never seen it. I told Will this, didn't I? That I've never actually seen Silver Nemesis, and I was doing a play. I was doing a play with in Manchester at the Royal Exchange. And an actor called Gerard Murphy was playing Volpone. I was playing Moscow, which is the bigger part, actually. And we used to sort of drink late. And he was from Newry in Northern Ireland. And he'd often tell tales about when I was young and beautiful. He'd when Henry V, one night he said, when I was young and beautiful, the stories often begin with that phrase. When I was young and beautiful, and I did an episode of Doctor Who. And I go, hang on, what? You were in Doctor Who? And this was in the wilderness years. I was just before the classic series started. And I go, hang on a minute. I said, Jared, and we've had a few, but I'm sure if you've been in Doctor Who, I know about it. What was the story? It was called Silver Nemesis. I mean, oh, right, yeah. No, I've never seen
the
that
one you've never seen. Stephen was just treating this like Doctor Who group therapy.
Well, isn't every meeting of Doctor Who fans Doctor Who?
It is. It really is. We all sit down. We all go, "Wasn't that shit?"
but
often, process our grief.
Often we will vehemently disagree about what was shit. And there'll be one fan saying that's shit, and you go, "No, that's not shit." What I love is, what you think is shit. That's what's great about it. That's what's.
So, I'm just offering you all a cat. She's just laid down on a cushion.
I thought it was that animatronic cat from Survival for a minute.
Well, I can offer you a dog if you want.
I saw your dog, yeah.
Oh, hello, bless.
I bet yours doesn't get a magic carpet ride like in Aladdin. I
mean, he tries to use me as a climbing frame, so I guess I'm the magic carpet.
Jack, what have you got for us?
Peppa Pig, Yoshi. I don't know. Who would you rather?
Right, we're all back from our break.
All right. What are you drinking now? What was that you held up for a moment there? What was in that?
I have got Peach on the Beach, which is a knockoff of Sex on the Beach, if you didn't notice anyway. And it is.
I didn't.
Although it's only 5%, but it's only a little can, and I've had a few. But it's fine. I think that I'm actually still competent.
So that's at least 15 so far.
I like that brand of drink though. They do a really nice espresso martini.
I have got that one. I actually drank that before.
It's very nice. I like my coffee.
Espresso martini.
How are the Irish coffees going? How many did you just have?
The
the one?
Jameson's going down. Yeah.
Yeah, just the one. A pretty big one, but just the one.
Yeah. Well, that'll do the trick, won't it? I've still got the Chablis.
Did you have a Jameson's actually, or was it like a? Oh yeah, your Chablis is going very nice. Or is it? I
nearly knocked it over, but I managed to not actually. I nearly kicked that bottle across the room, but I didn't.
I am doing a quick round again. So the premise of this one is that I'm going to describe a Doctor Who story to you, and all I need you to do is shout your name. You can stop me at any time.
Can you not just shout the name? Can't you shout the name of the story rather than shout your name? Because that it's easier.
Oh yeah, but then how do I know who it is?
But the difference between our voices.
No, two of you are voice actors, so maybe you'll just completely confuse me.
Fair enough.
I think I might have some trouble.
Let's just see what happens.
But fine, if you just want to shout it out, that's cool as well. I'm at the point now where
it might happen like that. Go on. Yeah.
It might happen like that. I think it already did. All right. So round 3 is the description round. Very excited for this one because I have got to admit certain characters and things and themes in there to make sure that it is all good. Alone in Victorian London with a man she does not know, a dinosaur in the Thames, and a spate of deadly questions. This is why I need you to shout your names.
Yeah, that was like a 4-way tie.
Okay, Jack
It
Alexander,
was a
deep breath.
four-way.
But what is it in French?
Right, stop.
In French, they call it. This is brilliant. It's because they
Le deep
never
breath.
they never use the actual title. They have an oblique poetic title. In French, it's called en apnée, which means snorkeling.
Brilliant.
Isn't that brilliant?
Fantastic.
Isn't that brilliant?
It's brilliant. I just I don't know how we're going to do this one. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think shout your name first so it stops everyone else. I think that's the only fair way I can do this because I genuinely don't know who got it there. On their first voyage through time, the sun is about to expand and swallow the Earth. Who was that?
That was Jack.
I heard a Jack. I heard a Jack.
It was.
Go on then, Jack.
The end of the world.
It was the end.
He's
of the
right,
world.
isn't he?
Well
I was going to go for the Runaway Bride.
Oh, so actually.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I always keep telling myself that.
It's still good. Okay, next one. An ordinary man becomes obsessed with the mysterious blue box when his internet
Jack Alexander, Leather
investigations
Monsters.
lead him. Perfect. Well done.
How many
That's
people
beautiful.
here? How many people here are fans of Love and Monsters? I am.
I love it.
I love it. No. You
Half
think
of
I need
so?
to
No.
revisit it.
Oh, it's like a. Ooh.
Do you
No,
know what?
sorry.
I'll be honest.
Fucking
The
love it.
premise.
I like what they're going for.
The premise
but
I can
it's
get behind.
The Peter K monster is
Yes.
No,
absolutely shit.
but what's his name? And I used to drink with him. And so he's so good. The bloke who plays
Oh, the one who
Elton.
plays Elton. What's his name?
I used
Mark
to.
Warren.
I used to
Mark-
oh, he's
Mark
so,
Warren, yeah.
and
Mark Warren, yeah.
he's so almost like that character in real life. He's just such a lovely bloke.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's one of those few
Weirdly enough,
actors,
as I've
one of those few actors who can pay a compliment to another actor and go, "Oh, I thought you were really great," because he'd seen me in a play, and it was so lovely
Aw.
that that he could actually sort of find it in himself. Oh God, he was a nice bloke. But no, it was funny seeing that and I just think it's brilliant. And the soundtrack, the ELO use and everything, and Camille.
I did
Couture
like
is
that bit.
fantastic in it. She's so good.
She is
Oh,
good in that.
yes.
Oh, when she's standing outside waiting for him with because she's found the photo of Rose. Yeah, that was quite sad.
I'm
But
hoping
funny enough,
that.
as I've grown up.
Go on.
Go on, sorry. Go on.
No, I'm just hoping that
Okay,
Russell
so-
T Davies will be able to achieve that level of sort of superior soap opera writing that he did in those early series. That was
Potentially.
he's so good at it. He's so good at it. That sort of social realism with comedy.
The monster I wasn't
on.
fond of, but Victor
No.
Kennedy
Well,
I
Plain
was very
Blue
fond
Peter.
of.
Yeah.
And I was as I grew up, I started to forgive the monster a bit more and think, what the fuck was going on with that pavement slab? Where did that come from? What did he take?
Well, I think we know what was going
Where-
on with that
what
baby.
happened?
Shall they had a bit of a love
Well,
life?
yes, we do. Every Valentine's Day, I wish the best of luck to them, but I just cannot understand how or where that idea came from. Anyway, I'm
And I wish
moving
the
on
best
because I
of luck
get
for
so
her,
wound up with this sometimes. But I appreciate what they were going
What's
for.
the name of the character?
execution.
What was she called?
Ursula.
Ursula.
Yeah. Well, it's not.
But
a
I
fake,
love
it
her
was
as Moaning
new, isn't it?
Myrtle in Harry Potter, so it's like,
Mm.
what do I do with this? But yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
next
I
question.
think they all acted beautifully. Yeah. Next question. Next description. Okay. I have not lost the link. Here it is. Okay. Right, I'm actually bracing myself for this one. A doctor and his companion have crossed through the black hole to the strange, desolate world of antimatter. Meanwhile,
Three Dot Chris.
Sorry, did he go first?
Stephen, I think.
Yeah, I
Or
said
did
the
Chris
title.
go
I
first?
started with the title before saying my name, and Stephen did jump in there with his name. So
Well, then it's a moot point, isn't it?
yeah, so you
and-
obviously get it.
Well, I was going to say Planet of Evil. that wrong?
It is wrong. Who wants to?
Oh, yeah.
Chris, you
What a
want to jump
twist.
in?
Yeah. It was
Go
the
on then,
three
Chris.
doctors.
It was the three doctors. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen, are you okay?
Yeah. No, because they don't actually go into the world of Antimatter and the Planet of Evil. And he's right. So, I'm mortified. Carry on.
Don't be mortified. Right. Well, I better get back on then, to be quite honest. With that, on that note, as much fun as I'm having, because this is gonna be the one that decides. So,
Are we doing another round?
well, no. Well, I'm on the same round. I actually didn't really start the round, if I'm being honest. Got to 3. But again, shout out as soon as you know once I begin giving the description. Let me just get this one up. Okay. When people start to disappear, a young woman finds cryptic messages bleeding through a mysterious stranger. Any idea?
Repeat that. Sorry.
Sure. Okay, 1 second. Let me just get it there. When people start to disappear, a young woman finds cryptic messages bleeding through from a mysterious stranger.
Jack Alexander, Blink.
I think Jack Alexander might have got it. Oh, Jack, you knew that as well, didn't you, mate?
Yeah. Oh,
Congratulations. Congratulations. So right, I've got a few more. Don't you worry. I'm full of them. Okay. Right, next one. If I just go to this one, I'm just trying to get rid of the ones that I've already done. The TARDIS crew take a holiday, but the Doctor encounters an enemy he thought was long since dead, and a plan to build a nuclear power station in Cardiff disguises
Jack Alexander, Boomtown.
Boomtown. Amazing. I thought as soon as I mentioned nuclear, that's it. This
That
chap
gave
will
it
go
away.
I
Gave it away.
literally live.
I was
live
leaning
so
on
close-
Nightmare in Silver until you mentioned the last sentence. Because they go to that fun fair on the moon, and there's the Cybermen.
They do, yeah. Yeah, could have been amazing, but I'll say no more about it.
Yep.
It's still Matt Smith, and I still love him. So
It's no Boomtown.
it's no Boomtown.
I
No,
live so
but that
close
is
to
one of
Cardiff.
Matt Smith's greatest performances. Silver Nemesis is Silver Nemesis? No,
It-
what is it called?
Very
Nightmare in
much,
Silver.
yeah.
I don't think Matt Smith was
clever.
about 2 years old when Silver Nemesis was made. In fact, he was born in the middle of one of the most disappointing box sets in the history of Doctor Who. Do you know what he was born? He was born in the summer between Time Flight and Arc of Infinity. So he's been in the middle of Tegan Tales, basically. I think it was called.
Oh God! What an
well, he was
exciting
also
box.
born in a
Yeah.
fantastic place called the Midlands, and down the road
He was
from
born
me.
in
So,
Northampton, wasn't he? Was it Northampton? He was
born in Northampton, absolutely.
Well,
And
does
he lived in
everybody
Leicester,
know what
literally down the
Doctor
road
Who?
from me.
Does everybody know what Doctor Who story was on, or the nearest Doctor Who story they were born during, or Jack Nerdin as the youngest? What year were you born, Jack?
2000.
Okay, so you're
TV movie
between TV movie
On
and
TV movie as well.
What about you,
Probably
Jack
did.
Alexander? What were you?
Mine would be Survival because I'm 1991.
Okay, yeah.
It's probably
Yeah.
Dimensions.
I was
in Time.
90. I was 91 as
Dimensions
well.
of time.
Oh dear.
Oh God, Chris, we're stuck between Survival and Dimensions in Time, then, aren't we?
Oh,
Yeah.
great! How exciting!
I've always found it quite thrilling that I was born on the Thursday between episodes 2 and 3 of Wheel in Space, and episode 3 exists, so and episode 2 doesn't, and it's rather lovely to watch it and think, well, I could have been sitting on my mother's knee and it was on, potentially, there it was, Zoe's first appearance, as I always point out to Wendy Padbury. She goes, "Oh, shut up! But she looks very good for somebody who was, in her 20s at that point. So you're all wilderness children.
We're
Aren't
all,
you?
I think, all of us are, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah.
God, yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah, bizarre.
Well, speaking of a wilderness, there's a little clue for you. The Doctor finds himself.
Oh, right. Okay. Right.
Yeah, sorry, I'm carrying on. I'll start again.
No, yeah, I forgot we were still in the middle of a quiz.
I do believe I didn't give you any warning.
No.
So, the Doctor finds himself the reluctant sheriff of a western town.
Stephen!
Jack!
Oh, Jack Alexander, Tackle Mercy.
Ah.
But I said,
always bloody forget the name.
Stephen did actually put his name in first.
Stephen did actually.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Stephen did actually go first.
It doesn't matter, but clearly it does.
I was going to say, it definitely does.
Trying to remember what the French title was now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Carry on. Yeah, go on.
I'll tell you what, give me the French title and I'll give you the point. But how would I know?
I can't remember. I have to go and get upstairs and get the DVDs. I can't remember. That's another quiz altogether.
Right, well, I'll tell you what then. You two, because I want to have this to be a decider, you and Stephen, Jack, you have a go at this one and then see whoever wins this one gets that point. I think that's only fair. Okay. Okay. The Drashtigs are pursuing Joe and the Doctor through the miniscope.
Carnival of Bloody Monsters, obviously, isn't it?
Carnival of Monsters. Well done.
Even though that was a very interesting pronunciation of Drashtigs at the beginning there. But,
yes, I know. You do this every time. It's always the ones I don't watch.
I do this every time.
I believe. Yeah, you do. It's all good, though. It's all fine. Right, everyone's back in the game for this one.
When it went out, that's how old I am.
Well, that's because it was 10th of February 1973, I believe. But I've got that because it's rocked my face.
I ever saw in colour was episode 2, because my grandmother had a colour telly and we didn't, and she hated Doctor Who, so we rarely saw it. She must have, fainted that night or something. So because there was always something on the other side that she wanted to watch if we were around there, so we never saw it. But the first time
probably
seeing
Coronation Street.
No, not on Saturday. It would be New Faces or something, or some.
Sure.
Some ghastly bloody.
I do apologise.
Some ghastly. What was that? No, it was Coronation. It was always on in the middle of the week. Always. Mondays or Wednesdays. No, the Pertwee title scene was in colour for the first time because everybody in the 70s who got colour telly used to whack up the colour saturation to the maximum because they were so
because they couldn't quite believe the colour. Yeah,
so it was like a fucking acid trip seeing the Pertwee titles in colour because you'd only seen it in black and white. All that colour, sort of, searing into your eyeballs. It was astonishing. Carry on.
Well, thank you. Next one, you're all back in. So, Sarah Jane has been blinded, and the Doctor asks
Stephen! Raina Morbius.
God, Stephen. Well done. All right. Okay, so this one is the last one that I'm doing for this round, and it should be really good. So, I'm not telling you the scores because I'm going to reveal them in just a second because it really depends on who gets this one. An attempt is made to rescue the Doctor who is being held prisoner by the Master. The Master plans to summon a demon from beneath the waves and help them regain control of the Earth. Oh,
Stephen did it first. Stephen was first.
Go on, Stephen.
You have it. No, you can have it. Sorry. Go on.
No, you had it first.
Steve, you were first. I think you were first.
No, please.
Gentlemen, it's getting late.
I'm donating it. I'm donating it.
We've been here for 2 days.
Because I'm donating it to somebody else. Go on, Jack. What is it?
Wait, hang on. Which Jack?
I think you were next. To be fair, Jack.
Oh God. I've said my name, and I feel like I'm going to put myself on the spot if I get this wrong.
Did you say it just to shout your own name?
Oh yeah, I love the sound of my own name. Oh no, is it the Sea Devils?
It is absolutely the Sea Devils. Well done.
It's my very first memory, the Sea Devils, but I thought I'd give it away.
You are very generous. Thank you.
Oh, very kind. So the scores at the end of that round. just so happened to be Stephen, you're on 2. Will, you unfortunately didn't get one because it was a very shouty round. Chris, you got 2. Jack Nerden, you have 2. Jack Alexander is our winner of that round with 3. Well done.
Yay, I'll take that.
Congrats. Now, the thing is, the way I've done this is that whoever... I was going to do a decider if different people won different rounds. Jack Alexander, you have won 2 out of the 3 rounds. So, for Charlestial Games Episode 3, you are our winner. Well done.
Hey.
Congratulations. I have no prize. I
Congratulations.
had a physical prize.
We must get him a prize.
Oh, fine. I'll get you a prize.
Can you find some,
give me 2 seconds.
Jodie Whittaker
I bought something recently.
Jack, you may have my cat.
Like
That's insulting. You know they didn't make many of them.
Oh, in that case, I've got a rare.
That's not true. I have a fugitive doctor on my shelf now. Thank you very much.
They're collector's items, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
I only waited 4 years for it.
Where's she gone now?
I'm not sure.
She's left now because no, I've got to get a prize, and now she just flees the country.
I'd gone to find Jodie and I can't find her.
Oh, have you got Jodie Whittaker? Have you? Does Jodie Whittaker live in
She's in Huddersfield, isn't she?
She said Huddersfield. Yeah, right. Why am I doing an accent when I've got 2 voice actors on here, please? But
I'm not that good at
it.
Chris, come on.
Yeah, don't put yourself down like that. Come on. But yes, well done, Jack. So because you are our winner, you have you're the winner of Glory, which was previously taken up by Stephen. Look how fuming he is about it. But congratulations.
I'm in good company then, I'll say that.
Absolutely. So, guys, please do not say it to inflate my ego, but how have you found your time here? Stephen, I'll start with you.
Well, I mean, it goes without saying, it's an axiomatic statement that I've had a wonderful time. It's been it's been quite choppy and in and out, and it's had its sort of, I'm looking, forward to seeing the final edit of this.
So am I.
How you make it look like a coherent evening. But, of course, I've had great fun. It's been lovely to hang out. It'd
be hilarious if you've just said 2 words in the final edit.
I'll work on it, Chris.
It's been great. It's lovely to see all of these splendid, and I'm very, very pleased to be with all of them. So thank you very much for facilitating.
Thank you.
It just cuts to Stephen. It's just the Poochie bit from The Simpsons. I have to go now to my home planet.
Thank you. And Stephen, where can people find you if they want to see more of you at all?
They can't find me.
Oh, well, there you go. That was fine.
Yeah, they'll have a job. So, no, where's that thing? There's a CD come out this week, which I'm in. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Brilliant. Perfect.
Yeah, there you go. It's about that series. They make these wireless, the wireless, the radio. They don't do it. You can't see anybody. You can listen to them.
I'll tell you what, though, they've managed to not even put it on CDs. You can actually have it on your phone.
Hey,
that's amazing.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
Imagine that.
There's
about 12 CDs at least on this.
You can take photos with your telephone now. Did you know that? You can take photos.
No way.
With your telephone. I mean,
get out.
All about. So, moving on.
Well, thank you for that, Stephen. That was wonderful. Jack Nerden, we have done a couple of things together, whether it be a collaboration or been on, the same podcast. First time on Charlestial Games. What you think?
You know what? I've had a lot of fun. Yeah, we've had, a few glitches and all that, but you know what? It's been part of the fun. There's been a lot of improv. I've learned a lot about, everyone as well. And you know what? It's been the highlight of my week, to be honest. I kid you not. I've had a lot of laughs. So
it's
been the highlight of this. It's been the highlight of my life. Crying out loud. Well, so the highlight certainly of the year so far. I'll go that far. No, brilliant.
That was the Nerden. Where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube. I'm one of those YouTubers, Nerd Den. Yeah. Do Doctor Who news and all that stuff.
Jack's face of that.
I know.
It's like a recoil.
It is.
It's like you were approaching with a clipboard. You know.
It's because I know my future's coming. I know my future's coming where I'm going to have to refer to myself as that word, Chris, and I'm scared.
What, that word? YouTuber?
Coming, Jack. YouTuber. Jack Alexander, thank you so much for coming on. I hope you've had a good time, especially seeing as you are a winner. You know, our winner, should I say? Sorry. But where can people find yourself?
You can find me on Twitter, on Instagram, as an awful Jack. You can also find me on the podcast, An Awful Lot of Running, and very soon the Doctor Who community show as well.
Oh, exciting stuff. Well, thank you so much for coming. I've loved having you here. It's been a pleasure, and maybe we'll have to see you again. See if you can. Thank you. See if you can maintain your reign of glory. Who knows?
Yes.
Chris Walker Thompson, a little bit different to the game we played last time, I'm sure, which was about.
What did you play last time?
I believe.
Yeah, it was chilly that night.
Yeah.
No, but it was. No.
Thank you so much for coming.
It was another game show that someone did. Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you so much. I appreciate that you've stayed and stuck it out with me.
That's all right. Thank you very
but where
much
can
for
people
having me.
find you? No problem.
Most pubs. I am on Twitter. I had a hiatus, but I've come back on. I've dipped back in. I'm trapped
It's good
again.
to have you back.
I try to be more positive this time. It's the time always give me a different outlook on things, not to be try not to say the wrong things and just try and be nice is the main thing. But yeah, I'm on there, Chris Walker T. I'm still on Instagram, although that's just pictures of me and the family and and sort of boring stuff. Yeah, that's about it. I might appear in some podcasts if some people ask me.
Can I say I by chance, because I didn't know I was going to see you today, but the last couple of days I rewatched and listened to your Parkinson interview, the thing you did with
with John Coleshaw. Yeah,
it's so good, and it's bits of it are literally uncanny. It's lovely. So
we didn't even script that.
Didn't you? Was that all improvised?
No,
it's
all
very
improvised.
Good.
Yeah, John arranged it all. He said, "Come down to Soho. We'll go in my studio, or well, not his studio, but the studio. They sort of let him use it." And he said, "I'm just going to ask you some questions. You just do the thing." And, all right, okay. So I ended up just watching loads of interviews, and then went in there and I just sort of ad-libbed all the conversations, really. And the whole thing is completely improvised, but based on actual facts that he does say. I think in John's words, it was a lovely idea of what if Michael Parkinson did interview Patrick Troughton in the 80s.
Perfect. Well, thank you very, very much for being here with me. I've really appreciated it.
It's been a pleasure.
And last but not least, Mr. TARDIS, who decided 2 hours before we did this thing he would join me after I asked. Very, very, very
roughly
pleased.
30 hours ago.
Well, I said I've just been talking to her, and she said, "Oh, somebody's dropped out," and I said, "Well, I've just been talking to Will," and she said, "Well, get him, ask him if he wants to come on." I said, "Well, I will do, but he'll probably go, well, fucking hell, it's a bit short notice. He's probably going out to the pictures with his missus or something." So I did, and here he is. So that's great, isn't it? Fantastic. I hope. No,
the words were, Will, "Oh my god," he said, "it sounds good." Like he was so shocked. So, thank you very, very much for coming.
No, thank you.
No, thanks for coming for humouring me, rather, doing this. It's our first interaction, and this is how it's gone.
Nobody's humouring you, Jenny.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Thank you. Thank you very much. But where can people find you, please?
Yeah, so thank you so much for having me this evening. It's been a genuine pleasure. My cheeks are sore from the laughing and the smiling. It's been a really good evening. Thank you very much. You can find me on YouTube, Mr. TARDIS.
Might have something to do with the beard as well, Will. Actually, it probably wouldn't be as cool if you had all that hanging off it.
Yes, but you find me on YouTube at Mr. TARDIS, where I do weekly live streams talking all things Doctor Who, from Big Finish reviews to episode reviews, review marathons, video essays, etc., etc. Check me out there, especially if you want to see my cats. Here's one of them now. I just on demand on queue. Yeah, cats need to clean themselves too. So yeah,
of course.
yeah. And once again, thank you so much for having me.
What's the name
This
of the cat?
is Winifred.
Oh yeah.
We'll see you very, very soon. It's been manic, but thank you very much for watching as well. Appreciate it. Bye, everyone.
Bye everyone. Bye.
Bye, everyone.